Yo, what's going on, guys? So today I'm about to have an interview with my boy Mitchell. Now this video is about 25 minutes long, so strap in, grab a drink, go to the toilet, go do what you got to do, because we're about to walk into depth about his journey, how it was for him, and how he's about to crack his first 10K month 3 months in. Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm here with Mitchell. Now, Mitchell, run me through, what were you doing like for work before this?
Bro, I'm still in it. I'm a Sparky, man.
Oh,
Apprentice
still,
Sparky,
you're
third
still in
year.
it. Okay.
Bro, still working full time.
Fucking hell. All right. So you working as a Sparky, how long have you been a Sparky for?
3 years. I'm an
3 years.
apprentice, going on to my fourth year now.
Yeah, okay. Okay. What got you into working as a Sparky?
In high school, sort of get sold you as the dream, like, fuck all work, plenty of money. Oh, it's like sort of the best of a bad bunch option. So I'm like, fuck yeah, take that. Worked hard in school to get the gig. And then, yeah, got lucky enough to get an apprenticeship.
It's because I don't think electrical apprenticeships are the easiest ones to get into. I think I tried when I was young, like through school,
Mm.
to go to a TAFE and sit at a class, and I did not do that. Saw all the mathematics,
Yeah,
and I was like, nah.
but I grinded through school to try and get it and then got it. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, this is not what it got sold to me as, bro.
Yeah. I guess like saying that, what made you feel that?
Um, like, don't get me wrong, as an apprentice, like, pretty good money, man. There's long-term good money. There's job like security, you could say. Like as a Sparky, especially in Australia, you never miss out on work.
100%.
But for me, it was the fact that like, I'll be working 60 years, paying off a house. I did a Euro summer, come back. I had no annual leave, no sick days, had nothing. So I'm sort of like, fuck, like I can't just keep living like this, bro. I
Yeah.
can't just trade the little time, the little freedom I have, and then just waste it in Europe. I'd rather live a life where that can just be normal, bro.
Yeah. So
Be weekly.
you went over to Europe. How long did you go there for?
6 weeks.
Like, how was that? Was it good?
Yeah, sick, bro. Literally the biggest bender of my life. It was insane.
That's nuts. Did you save up all the money from work to be able to go there?
Yeah, so I had to save up heaps. Literally, fucking didn't go out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Saved heaps of money. Actually had savings to buy a house, but thought the Euro sum was probably a better way to spend that 10K.
100%. I guess, how was that for you? I guess going to Europe, right, after working for a year, having to save up for a year to just be able to go there for, well, you went for 6 weeks, so it's not a short amount of time. How did it feel coming back?
Yeah, well, that's when I actually got involved with this, man, because I come back and it was literally like I was sitting there just in my bed and I'm like, fuck, tomorrow I've got a 12-hour day on a Saturday because I work like a lifestyle roster,
Yeah.
equal time.
Okay.
So I think my first day was like a Friday or a Saturday. All the boys are geeing up to go out, and I'm like, nah, I'm back at work. I'm back to reality. Like it's all over. And then like have a sickie. I'm out of sickies. Have a day off. Like have an annual leave day. Let's go out this weekend. I'm like, bro, I can't. I have no money, no annual leave, no sickies. And that's when it sort of hit me. Like you just had the best 6 weeks of your life. And to get back there, it's going to take a year or two of banking up those annual leave days, banking up all that money again. And the next 12 months, I'm going to work like a dog, 12 hours, Fridays, Saturdays, night shifts, 4 o'clock starts, you name it. I was going to have to do that, save, push back my house deposit another year. Oh, we'll start saving for that a year later. And in that night, that realization hit that like this is probably not really it.
I think it does get to the point that the work kind of starts to take a toll on you as such. I think when I was working construction, it was more so the repetitiveness. I was going to a cycle of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which I think you're lucky you're on lifestyle. But
Yeah.
when you get caught in that Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a lot of people treat it as like their recovery day, and then it's straight back to work on the Monday. So that was what got me. I guess it's that sense of tasting a bit of freedom and then having to go straight back to reality. Is that the main? There's got to be something else. Was that the main thing that really drove you away from working as a Sparky? Because obviously they don't get paid horribly. They probably get paid like one of the best trades.
Yeah. No, like the money was great, man. Honestly, the money was good, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. I
Yeah.
was expecting pretty like I did a bit of work experience and it was crazy, bro. Like it was really crazy work. And then, you sort of get there and you're like, wow, like we're in the sun, we're in dirt. Like
Yeah.
where I work, it's like really carcinogenic, which like you get that stuff when it leads to like cancers and that,
Oh shit.
like pretty gross stuff that I'm touching every day. And I'm like, fuck, like, this is great as a 20-year-old making some bank money, but then it's like long term,
So
it's
you're
not there, bro.
so you're out in the heat in longs and longs,
Yeah.
touching shit that's gonna give you cancer.
Cheeky respirator on the face. Just in summer, bro, it's like a like fish bowl, bro. Like your sweat just builds up in it.
Yeah. So when you started out, what date, how long ago from today did you start learning about remote sales and ABC? How long have you?
I thought you meant the apprenticeship. Exactly 3 months and 3 days. Me and one of the boys worked out. Exactly 3 months and 3 days.
Nuts. Was that today? 3 months and 3 days today.
Yeah,
Fucking oath, bro. So it just crossed over 3 months. Since starting, is there any challenges that you have faced, like that you weren't really expecting?
100%, bro. I think the fact of not having like any remote work experience, not having any sales experience. Honestly, the amount of like late nights that I spent just on my computer and honestly like telling myself, bro, this isn't gonna work out. Like
Yeah.
you've honestly gotten into something like you've probably bitten off more than you can chew here because it wasn't making sense, man. Like it just wasn't. And if it wasn't for like coaches who didn't only care about teaching you the skill but cared more about like your personal development and that,
Yeah.
bro, I would have given it up. Like I literally would have given up. I would have been like, I can't do this. And they're like, well, what does your day look like? And I'm like, well, I'm just getting home, I'm grinding. They're like, well, what are you eating? You going to the gym? Are you running? It
Yeah.
wasn't until that whole lifestyle shifted and I actually stopped thinking about the sales side of things. I stopped thinking about the money. And I went, bro, this is more than just money. This is a whole lifestyle shift.
Yeah. I
And
think
that's when I'm like, double back down, locked back in, and sort of realized, well, I was here.
I think that you're spot on with the money there. It's one of the most important things to understand that, as a lot of people say, your personal development, your income will never exceed your personal development. You can learn as much information as you can, right? You can become the best closer. But if you don't have a set in stone lifestyle that you are traditionally kind of looking at, worshiping, something like getting up, training hard, eating well, it tends to become a lot harder to become successful in the one thing that you're trying to. So I think
Mm,
there's something a lot of people do tend to kind of come around as a challenge that they didn't really expect too much. Obviously, it's like learning a new trade. You got to start from the bottom, understand all the basics.
mm.
Feel like myself.
And that's it. It looks so easy online. Like everyone makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
And it's definitely easy, but it's still learning. Like you've still got to engage. You've still got to be willing to put in work. And if you're not,
Oh,
like it's not worth it because it won't work. But if you're willing to put in work though, like you can make money in a month.
yeah. It's just about consistency, right? A lot of people do. I think it is bad on social media. Everything gets painted as it is just this yellow brick road that you follow. And they don't understand
Mm,
that it's a bit more about the late nights, staying up, trying to understand the framework, trying to understand communication skills, even some different conversations as a closer you might have people coming off quite aggressive or not aggressive, but arrogant. There's different ways to
yeah.
handle different prospects. And I think that's the one thing that's important to learn that people don't understand. They just think, oh, follow a framework, learn sales, get good at it. It's quite a bit more to it than just
If you got an ego, bro, if you got an ego, it's the wrong place because that shit's gonna get crushed.
100%. You got to be ready for constructive criticism or you'll get put in your place super quickly. But it's good though.
Yeah.
I think the best thing is to be constructive and understand everyone's there to help benefit you and help get you to the position that you're trying to get into. And by
Mm.
actually taking that criticism on, it's going to help benefit you do better because no one's trying to do it just to bully you. They're doing it to help you become better. When you started to get the hang of things, how long
Yeah.
did it genuinely take you?
Yeah. So I think 3 weeks in, I landed my first role.
Yeah,
So I landed my first role as a cold caller. So I was calling up old leads.
yeah,
I think I called for about 3 or 4 days. I think I got told to fuck off about 4 or 5 thousand times. Um, but then got lucky enough to get and made no money. Like keeping in mind, I made no money cold calling. I went, there's got to be more to life than this. Got offered an STR gig simply because I put in the work, I put in the effort, cold calling. and I got noticed, so got the SDR gig. That day I made $600. First call, literally first call as an SDR caller, which is where you get warm leads who are interested in a product come in.
Okay.
So they were interested in the product. I sent it off to a closer. The closer closed it. I got $600 comms. I'm literally like, bro, life sorted.
That was
Quit the
easy.
trade. Put the tools down. This is easy as fuck. I get it.
How long
Yeah,
did you
literally.
do it?
That call, probably 10 minutes, maybe.
Nice. Best 600
And then
bucks.
about and then about 3 or 4 days later, made another $600. I went, bro, fucking let the boss know that I'm not coming in on Monday, pretty much. Like, and then got very comfortable in my role. I thought, sick. I know what I'm doing. I'm making money. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly how to do it. 3 weeks went by. I didn't make a dollar.
Hmm.
Like, did not make a dollar. I didn't try and improve. I tried to do what I knew, and it was wrong. Like, I didn't know sales, but I knew enough to get me just over the line, but I wasn't willing to push myself. And it wasn't until I sat there after 3 weeks and thought, you made no money. It wasn't until that day come around and hit me, and I went, fuck, it's time to maybe change up. And that's when I doubled back down in, your personal development stuff. I stopped, like, I got comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then that's when I really G'd into, like, learning. And then that's when the results have just been like, I think I had a $1,200 day. A week later, I had like 2.2K in a day. That Friday made another 1.2K. And then this week, I think I'm targeting, but I think I'm aiming around 3 grand this week.
Brother, what is that? Like a
So
10K month,
it'll be
nearly.
just shy of it. It'll be about, I think it's about 7. It's about
Oh,
7. If everything goes through and everything goes to plan, it'll be about a 7K month, bro, for month number 3.
that is insane work, bro.
Yeah.
And do you feel when you stopped any income for, let's say, that 3 weeks, was it because you became, would I be right to say you became a bit complacent? Or was it that you were like, you already got the taste that it worked and then you kind of were like, okay, I can kind of back off now? Or did you lose any of that motivation?
Yeah, no, exactly as you said, man. Like I seen the money come in and I thought that I had it all worked out. I thought, bro, like, like as a Sparky, you learn to wire up something.
Yeah.
Bang, that's a skill. You know what you're doing. Sales is completely different, bro. Like sales is always changing.
Yeah.
So, and you're always trying to get a little bit better. So I
Exactly.
went back to like my old mindset of, all right, bro, you've worked it out. Chill now, make a couple calls, let's make some money. Awesome. But then I realized that it's not being a Sparky. It's not this easy.
Yeah.
And then that's when I sort of thought I had to reach out and really get more of a hand and really try and understand what I was doing again.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's sometimes just realigning yourself and kind of getting a grasp for where you're at and why isn't
Mm.
it working? What have I done wrong? And sometimes it is a bit of just becoming complacent. Like even myself, it took me 5 weeks and I did a $3,300 week and quit my job the next day. And
Yeah.
and then it bit me on the ass because the next month I didn't make anything until I really got told, hey, bro, what are you doing? Like you've quit your job and now you've stopped putting in the same consistency of work. And I was like, ah, yeah, shit. And then after that,
Mm.
slowly started building it back up. But I think it came to just being a bit complacent and not having a true driving factor that's going to motivate you to just keep on working and keep on working because people don't understand when you get into the online space and you are starting your own online business or learning sales, it really comes down to you. You don't have a boss yelling at your door every single day saying, hey, mate, wake up, let's go to work, or hey, mate, can you cut this and do this? It is going to come down to you, showing up for yourself to really help push you to that next spot.
And that's, I think, what I struggle with the most. Like
Yeah.
work, it's like, be here at 6 o'clock, be here at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
eat your smoker, like do this, do that, do that. Whereas online, it's like, no one's coming to save you, bro.
No.
If you don't want to put in the work, you're not going to earn money. You don't, yeah, as you said, bro, you don't have old bloke going, you got to make 100 calls today. You got to make 10 calls today.
Yeah.
You got to close one deal. Yeah, you got no boss slapping you on the ass telling you to G up. Like it is literally up to you.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's one of the hardest things is just really getting self-discipline. And I think that's when structuring your days, like for me, I wake up, go to the gym, come home, do as much follow-up as I can, go for a run, come home, eat, sales calls, content. That's my day. But because I've got structure, I can do it consistently. And, taking those gaps, going to the gym, going for a walk, sometimes you just got to even it out a little bit. Because I think the one thing you don't want to get into a pattern of is just consistency of repeating the same thing every day because it will piss you off very
Mm.
easily. Waking up, going to the gym, coming home, just sales calls, but then doing that every single day, you kind of have to have some sort of middle balance. So that's why you hear me go, wake up, potentially go for a walk, come home, do work, go to the gym, come back, do more work.
Mm.
So I've got those two gaps in between. What's been your biggest day so far, like in a single day?
Oh, that 2.2K in a
2K.
single day
Crikey.
on a
What was
random
that
Tuesday.
like? What was that like when you got that message?
Ah, fuck. It was pretty weird, man, because I went to work that day.
Yeah.
So I went to work, I got home, went to the gym, had a feed. Um, and then one of the boys messaged me, he said, yeah, like, you've collected 2.2K today. And I'm sort of like, what? Like, how? Like, what have I done so special? Called him. Well, are you taking the piss? He's like, nah, bro, you collected 2.2 today. And then I'm like, whoa, like, this is pretty game-changing shit.
Yeah. It's it's a big wake up call is when you genuinely start getting paid for your worth that you present. When I was
Mm,
working in a warehouse, man, I was getting paid $30 an hour. And yeah, I was doing how I was working for the company and I was doing a bunch of work for them, but I was only worth $30 an hour. When you're a closer and you get to work with businesses and sell their digital services and their products, you're taking a massive weight off their shoulder. It's why you can get paid such high commission. So
mm.
yeah, it really does give you a taste of what have I been doing for the last 4 years.
Well, I wasn't even paid hourly, bro. I was
Really?
salary. So
Oh,
I
right,
was like,
okay.
I was literally like not even worth a dollar figure an hour. It was like, this is how much we're going to give you a year. I started the job as an 18-year-old, and they're like, this is the amount of money you're going to make this year. You can be a top performer, an average worker. You can be the worst fucking worker we've got. This is how much you're going to earn over the next 365 days. Like, do you know how much of a fucking humbling, like devaluing feeling that is? Like getting told at 18, like, you're a
Oh,
corporate 9 to 5, 35-year-old, and you hear that, you go, all right, sick. As
sick.
an 18-year-old bloke who's keen as to start an apprenticeship, and that's like your first taste of the real world, bro. Like,
Really,
fuck.
that's the time.
And like, I was working with different apprentices, and a lot would argue we're all in different levels. We've
Yeah,
all been on different levels. And for the first year, bro, I tried my ass off. I wanted to be the best. And it wasn't until that first year went by and I realized we're all earning the same amount
yeah,
and we're all putting in different work that I just went, bro, this isn't right. Like, fuck.
yeah. Oh, you've got, same as bro, same as like I think it's even as bad as in an hourly rate because you could go move a ton of like a ton of concrete in those 20 kilo bags. And you've got some
Mm,
sit on his phone for the exact same 20 minutes that you've gone and moved a ton worth of concrete. He's probably getting paid more than you and you've just sat there. It's like you're not getting paid for your
mm.
general worth that you bring to the network or bring to the business. That's probably one of the biggest things that really motivated myself to get the fuck out of there. Plus, I think, yeah, you've got a lot more opportunity when you can start to learn stuff in the online space, start to have your own online
Mm.
business, you get a lot more freedom for yourself. With all of like the learning experience, learning curves and everything, how was the support and like the community behind you with the whole thing?
Like online community or my
Yeah.
like mates.
First we'll go into the online community and then we'll talk about your personal mates.
Yeah. So online, bro, it was honestly the people online were probably the reason I didn't quit.
Yeah.
Like I work closely with a couple coaches and a couple of mates, like a few group chats going on. And that like that's where you got held accountable
Yeah.
on days you didn't want to be accountable. Like you have those days where you literally wake up, you go, oh, I don't want to do a thing. Like I don't want to do a thing.
Yeah.
Bro, hop on, role play with me. Bro, hop on, let's do this. Bro, hop on, let's do this exam. Sending you some motivational shit. Like it sounds cliche, bro, but it works. Like it works, man.
100%.
And I literally probably after those like 3 quiet weeks of not earning anything, I honestly probably would have just left and just thought, fuck. I gave it a crack, gave it a red hot crack, and it wasn't for me.
I think the community is really important. And some people don't understand how important it is to reach out to other people to try and get part of those groups. If you don't, you
Mm,
most likely get left to people thinking you just want to try and learn it on yourself or learn it by,
mm.
which is the worst thing. I think really having, people accountable to hold you accountable, even on the days that it doesn't feel like it's necessary, just getting sent one of those motivational videos changes a lot. Like it changes a lot.
Just some random David Goggins effect. Like you don't think you need it, and then you go and run 10K. You're like, what?
That was worth it. Getting sent that message.
Yeah.
Now we talk about your actual current friends that like you are around. How did they go about with you getting into it?
Well, I didn't tell much of them, but I had like an electrical class. Like when I first started, I had like a TAFE class,
Yeah.
and every single one of them sat there and told me like, you're an idiot, like blah blah blah, you're an idiot. You shouldn't be doing that. Like lock in, being a trap, like be a Sparky. It's
Yeah.
a good job. And in the same like 5 minute span, they also looked online, looked at like their first home to try and buy their first home.
Yeah.
Every single one of them went, we can't fucking do this. Like, you're a bloke or you're a chick and you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And with two incomes, both on apprentice wages, you're not even close to buying a house.
No.
And you're going to tell me that I'm trying to make a difference, try and do something to escape this little rat race that they're in. And you're telling me that I'm doing the wrong thing as you're here, like locked in for the next 50 years on a salary income. Like,
Yeah.
that's when it all sort of clicked that I was in this like rat race and I'm trying to get out. And that's when it hit me that I'm actually doing it alone.
Yeah.
Like I don't have support. I don't have backing. It's literally it comes down to me.
Yeah. I think it is quite hard. A lot of people just hope that all of their mates are going to have them best at heart. But I think the harsh reality of it is no one wants to see somebody do better than them, right? So when you see
Yeah.
somebody going against the grain or trying something that you wish you would do, but you don't have the confidence to do it. When you see somebody else do it, your first thought is just, nah, he can't do it because I can't do it. And I personally think somebody is crazy. I would deem you crazy if you would take advice from somebody that has never done what you want to do, has never had the idea of
Mm.
trying to do what you want to do. If you take advice from that person, I would deem you crazy. Advice
That's like
like that.
that's what I asked them. I'm like, what am I doing online? Like what am I even they didn't even know like who I was doing it with, what I was doing in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I could have been fucking trading crypto. I could have been drop shipping. I could have been selling a fucking high ticket item. Literally could have been doing anything in the world and they just pre-read it off.
Yeah.
The voice inside of their head and the people around them have told them so many times that it doesn't work, that's all they know.
Yeah. Coming to that question, I guess for somebody starting out or somebody looking to start out, what's like your number one best advice for them?
But I say it all the time. Like you write your own story. You're the author of your own book, man.
Yeah.
If you want other people to write your story, you'll live your rest of the life for other people. You
Yeah.
know, if you are happy in a trade, stay there, bro. Like, don't change. If you're happy going to uni, get fulfilled going to uni. You get fulfilled earning 100K a year. You enjoy that. Stay there. But if you think you're worth more and you feel like you deserve better, you feel like you want to be valued more for your time, and you see the bigger picture, you see the bigger goals, and fucking chase that shit because no one's going to come and save you. No one's going to write your book that you're a superhero and you're fucking killing it if you're not willing to put in the work. So I think that you just write your own story, and if people don't support it, get them out of your book, bro.
100%. I think it is important to understand that you are your own person. We have one fucking
Mm,
go at this life, and if you consistently, as you said, let other people write your story or write your book, you are never going to live. You're never going to be able to write your own book. You're never going to be able to live the own
mm,
book that you wanted to write. So no, I think that's a valuable bloody piece of fucking info.
mm. And that's the thing, like fucking some people said that I'm an idiot for going to Europe and wasting money in Europe, that I should be buying a house. Some people told me that it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, it was my money, my
exactly.
experience, and I wouldn't change a thing. Like just like this, so many people didn't back it. And
Yeah,
now that I'm here, literally fucking making the money, changing my life, it's like if you still don't back it, still don't believe in it, awesome. Like more sales opportunities for me, more roles out there for me. Like
Exactly.
I don't mind.